Hello students, welcome back. So today in this lecture we will study about the experimental verification of chromosomal theory of inheritance. In the previous lecture already we have done about the chromosomal theory and how they are parallel to the Mendelian's theory. Okay, so we have done differences between the Mendelian's theory of inheritance as well as the chromosomal theory of inheritance. Now in this lecture we will study that what is that experiment that conducted by the Morgan. Okay, he contributed a major role in this chromosomal theory of inheritance. So to prove it, he did his experiment, and the question arises that in which organism he did his experiment. So the organism is fruit fly. So what will be the answer? That in the fruit fly he conducted his experiment. Now another question arises, what is the scientific name of this fruit fly? So the scientific name of the fruit fly is Drosophila melanogaster. This question is also very important. Now, so this Morgan conducted his experiment, and why he only chose this fruit fly? What was the reason behind it? जैसा कि आपने मेंडल्स थ्योरी में पढ़ा था कि मेंडल्स ने अपने एक्सपेरिमेंट के लिए कौन सा प्लांट लिया था, पी प्लांट. ओके, दैट वाज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट, व्हाई ही ओनली चोज द पी प्लांट. और कोई प्लांट क्यों नहीं लिया? तो रीजंस थे, okay, short duration crop, easy to handle, and from one harvest we are getting so many pods, and this time period is also very short. इसी तरीके से क्या होगा, मॉर्गन ने भी फ्रूट फ्लाई को इसलिए लिया क्योंकि somehow the characteristics is similar to the pea plant. It means that if he took this fruit fly, so what was the reason behind it? So we will discuss that what is the first reason. It could be grown on simple artificial medium. What does it mean? That we can grow the fruit fly very easily in the lab condition. हम क्या कर सकते हैं, lab condition में भी fruit fly को grow करा सकते हैं. Okay, if we will keep some oxygen, so what will happen? After some times there will be a formation of fruit fly. So there are different methods how we can, what we will do, we will keep one fruit in the lab for so many days. What will happen after there will be a production of this fruit fly. ठीक है, हम फ्रूट रख देंगे लैब में, वहाँ पे भी फ्रूट फ्लाई लगेंगी और वहाँ से ग्रो करेंगे, कर सकते हैं हम इजीली. अनदर वन इज शॉर्ट लाइफ साइकिल विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, अगर लाइफ साइकिल शॉर्ट होगी उसका क्या एडवांटेज है, हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एक्सपेरिमेंट कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं और हमारे पास क्या होंगे, हमारे पास टाइम पीरियड भी हमारे पास कम है और इससे ज़्यादा नंबर ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट्स वी कैन कंडक्ट इट. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी एडवांटेजियस फॉर अस दैट लाइफ साइकिल इज very short, and if you will say only of 2 weeks. Okay, now another one is a single mating could produce large number of flies. हम क्या कर सकते हैं, एक single mating से we can get huge population of the flies. Okay, so from one mating we are getting more number of sample size. और sample size ज़्यादा होगा तो there will be more chances of getting appropriate results. Okay. Now another one is a clear differentiation of male and female sexes. If you will compare the male as well as female Drosophila, you can visually observe very easily. Okay, if we will talk about the male, what will happen, it is somehow or it is smaller than the female Drosophila. Okay, so female Drosophila is larger than the male Drosophila. And what was the reason behind it? Because the we can say posterior part of the female having the ovipositor. So due to this ovipositor, what will happen, the posterior part of the female fly appears larger in size. Okay, so we can say there is a sexual dimorphism. There is one term we have discussed previously also. What is it? What is the meaning of sexual dimorphism? It means that both sexes are morphologically different. Okay, now another one is contrasting trait. As we have done in the pea plant also, they are having different types of traits. Okay, each character having different traits or the contrasting traits. So same thing we can see here in case of Drosophila also. They are having different contrasting traits. Like if we will talk about the eye color, Okay, eye color can be red or it can be white. Another character is body color, and what would be the trait? Brown or yellow. The another one character, wing size, and what can be the trait? Large as well as miniature. Okay, here we are talking about the wings. So if you will observe that, as we have discussed earlier also, these are the characters. Okay, and these characters can be have different traits. And again, if you will recall the Mendelian's theory, what was there? There is a some dominant trait as well as recessive trait. क्या होता था मेंडल्स थ्योरी में? हमारे पास हर कैरेक्टर के जो ट्रेट होते थे उनमें एक डोमिनेंट और एक रिसेसिव, यही होता था. सेम थिंग इट विल हैपन हियर आल्सो इन केस ऑफ chromosomal theory. But now the only difference is that instead of using the term dominant, what we are using? We are using the term wild. Okay, what term we are using here? Wild one. Wild, what is the meaning of wild? It means that something which is forming or something which is producing naturally. Okay, so if it is a natural one, so it would be the dominant one. Okay, and we are representing with the wild alleles. As compared to the recessive one, what we are saying? It's a recessive part or it's a normal one. Okay, in case of wild, it can be natural one, but in case of this recessive one, it can be the mutant one also. Fine. Now, again, if we'll talk about the dominant part, for example, अगर मैं कहूँ हमने plant character पढ़ा था. In plant character, we have done the plant height. Plant height को हम किससे denote कर रहे थे? Capital T, okay, as well as small t. Okay, plant height can be tall or it can be dwarf. Okay, tall कैसा कैरेक्टर, कैसा ट्रेट था? डोमिनेंट वन. स्मॉल टी रिसेसिव वन. और हम जो ये जीनोटाइप के नेम्स दे रहे थे वो किसके बेसिस में दे रहे थे? ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द डोमिनेंट कैरेक्टर. इफ वी आर हैविंग द टॉल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, वी हैव रिप्रेजेंटेड विद द कैपिटल टी. As compared to this, we are representing the same alphabet in the lower case in the Mendelian's theory. But here in the chromosomal theory, you can see here that how I have represented the dominant character as well as the recessive character. यहाँ पे हम कौन सा टर्म यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं? डोमिनेंट एंड रिसेसिव टर्म यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे हम टर्म क्या यूज कर रहे हैं? वाइल्ड स्पीसीज और वाइल्ड एलेल्स. नाउ if you will see here the eye color, what will be the dominant one or what will be the wild one? It would be the red color. Okay, and another one is the white one. Now the question arises that how we will give the representation. हम कैसे represent करेंगे genotypes का? On the basis of the recessive one. Okay, यहाँ पर हम क्या कर रहे थे? dominant को ले रहे थे, उसी का lower case हम recessive के लिए यूज कर रहे थे. But here in this case we are taking eye color and the recessive one you can assume that it is a white one. Okay, we are giving the alphabet W. Now on the basis of that हम dominant को भी W ही दे रहे हैं. But additional to it we are adding this positive sign or plus sign with this W. Okay, so we can say this white is a recessive one and this one is a dominant one, and here it is a wild one. Okay, now it is clear that we have represented with the plus sign. Now again same thing, you can see here body color. Body color can be brown or it can be yellow. Now again if we will talk about the dominant or the wild type, which one will the wild type? Brown one will be the wild type. Okay, and this one is the, you can assume as a recessive one. Now this again we have given name Y on the basis of what? On the basis of this yellow. Yellow के basis हमने name क्या represent किया है? Y. But if you will see here हमने brown को B नहीं लिखा है. Why? Because we have taken the alphabet from this recessive one Y and addition to it हमने क्या कर दिया? आगे को plus sign as a symbol we have denoted. Okay. So now this is what this about the contrasting trait. That's why these are the reasons that Morgan has taken the fruit fly into the consideration for their experiment. Now another important thing that T.H. Morgan is also known as the father of modern genetics. Why? Because he did some more work on the field, in the field of genetics. and we know the father of genetics is Gregor John Mendel. So don't confuse between these two questions. Now another thing is that whatever we have done here, okay, in this chromosomal theory, and if you will compare with the Mendelian's theory, we said that in both the cases what is happening, that gene is present in the chromosome, and the law of segregation is applied on the both theory. But if we will talk about the law of independent assortment, okay, so law of independent assortment, in that part we have done that there is one exception. What was that exception? Linkage was that exception, that if we are talking about the dihybrid cross, okay, if you are taking two traits, or if you are considering two traits at a time, that in Mendel's theory we were saying that they both will assort independently in the subsequent generation. But if we will talk about but Mendel was lucky. Mendel was lucky. How? Because the theory which he gave, if for example it is a chromosome, okay, as we have done that, these are chromosomes, and in these chromosomes genes are present, okay, these genes are present for different character. Here also different genes are present. But now if we will talk about the law of independent assortment, so the character taken by the Mendels was not closely associated. ठीक है, जो भी जीन प्रेजेंट थे वो क्या नहीं थे, दे आर नॉट क्लोजली एसोसिएटेड. या तो वो अलग अलग क्रोमोसोम में प्रेजेंट थे, टू जीन्स विच वी वर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट, और दे आर अपार्ट फ्रॉम द ईच अदर. या फिर हो सकता है कि एक जीन यहाँ पे और एक जीन यहाँ पर हो, लेकिन बट देयर इज नो क्लोज रिलेशन बिटवीन टू जीन्स in case of law of independent assortment. But when there will be some exception given by the Morgan, he find that maybe some genes can be closely associated, okay, in the chromosome they can be closely associated. So now what will happen? अब क्या होगा, क्या यहाँ पर law of independent assortment apply कर सकते हैं? No. Law of independent assortment is applicable where the genes are not closely situated, or they may be present in the different chromosome. Okay, so here that's why linkage is the exception of law of independent assortment. And here we will understand that how they are these linkage are affecting the chromosome. Before that, as we have discussed about the homologous chromosome. Homologous chromosome means that both the genes are present at the same locus. Okay, so these are the homologous chromosome. So if I will say that this chromosome is responsible for any of the character, here in this chromosome it may having some sister chromatids. Okay, another one, if you will take this one is another chromosome. Combinedly what we are saying, these are homologous chromosome, and these are the sister chromatids, and these are also the sister chromatids. And if you will see this one and this one, these are the non-sister chromatids. Okay, अगर कोई gene for example if I say gene A is present here, okay, so again the alternative form of this one, it is present in the homologous chromosome. So what will happen? Small a, okay, the different one is present in this part. ये किसके लिए? एक character के लिए. If you will talk about the another character, if I say another character is present here in this part, what will happen? Another one B, okay. Again the homologous chromosome, there is a alternative form small b. And if these are sister chromatids, what it will do? These are the replica. जैसा ये होगा A, वैसा ही ये भी होगा. जैसा ये वाला part होगा, वैसा ही ये वाला part होगा. Okay, so because these are the sister chromatids. Now the question arises that what is linkage? Linkage का मतलब क्या है? It means that something is linking together. Okay, we know that in these chromosomes we are having different genes. इस क्रोमोसोम में क्या हो सकते हैं, डिफरेंट जीन्स हो सकते हैं। जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया था ह्यूमन हाउ मेनी क्रोमोसोम्स आर देयर, 46 क्रोमोसोम एंड 23 पेयर्स। तो यहाँ से अगर आप देखें तो हमारे पास कितने पेयर्स हैं, 23 पेयर्स। इट मीन्स दैट 23 आर प्रेजेंट हियर. So out of them we are assuming that we have taken two genes or two characters which is located in this chromosome. Now linkage is the physical association of genes on a chromosome. These are the chromosome and how these genes are linked. Okay, the physical association means how these genes are more. Here we are talking about the more than one genes. Okay, यहाँ पे हम बात किसकी कर रहे हैं कि एक से ज़्यादा जीन्स जब हों और वो कैसे हों, साथ में प्रेजेंट हो, तो वो क्या शो करेंगे, लिंकेज शो करेंगे. Why? Because they are providing proper linking to the another gene. Okay, and these linkage can be of two types. What are they? Complete linkage and incomplete linkage. लिंकेज क्या है, ये कंप्लीट लिंकेज भी हो सकते हैं, इनकम्प्लीट लिंकेज भी. इफ यू विल सी अबाउट द लिंक जीन्स एंड व्हाट इज द अनलिंक जीन्स. अगर कोई भी जीन्स किस में प्रेजेंट है, अगर लिंक जीन्स, दोज आर द लिंक जीन्स विच आर प्रेजेंट ऑन द सेम क्रोमोसोम. अगर कोई भी जीन्स एक ही क्रोमोसोम में प्रेजेंट है तो हम उसको क्या कहेंगे, लिंक जीन्स. अगर दोनों ही जीन्स किस में प्रेजेंट हो, अलग अलग क्रोमोसोम में प्रेजेंट हो, व्हाट वी विल से, अनलिंक जीन्स. So linked genes are those genes which are present on the same chromosome, and the unlinked genes are those genes which are present on the different chromosome. Now on the basis of this linked and unlinked genes, we have covered about the difference between linkage and the independent assortment. Because we said that in both the cases, whether it is a linkage or independent assortment, both is applicable where, in the dihybrid cross. चाहे वो लिंकेज हो चाहे वो इंडिपेंडेंट असॉर्टमेंट है, हम किस में यूज कर रहे हैं, डाइहाइब्रिड क्रॉस. ओके, एंड मॉर्गन डिड द सेम थिंग हियर. नाउ as we were discussing that complete linkage is what, if all the genes are linked together. अगर सारे के सारे जीन्स क्या हो, एक साथ प्रेजेंट हो, यानी कि एक ही क्रोमोसोम में प्रेजेंट हो और बहुत पास हो. Okay, so there is no chance of any recombination. Okay, if there will be no chance of recombination and no chance of crossing over. ठीक है, अगर जीन्स क्या होंगे, एक साथ लिंक्ड होंगे तो उनको तोड़ पाना बहुत मुश्किल होगा. अगर तोड़ नहीं पाएंगे तो उनके बीच में क्या नहीं बन पाएंगे, रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स नहीं बन पाएंगे. सो दिस इज द कंप्लीट लिंकेज. ओके, एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ लिंकेज इज वेरी रेयर. So we can say it's reported in the male Drosophila. Exception is that it is reported in the male Drosophila. Now another one is the incomplete linkage. It is just type of linkage. ये भी क्या है, लिंकेज ही है. लिंकेज का मतलब क्या था कि जीन्स एक साथ अगर जब प्रेजेंट रहते हैं क्रोमोसोम में. लेकिन इनकम्प्लीट लिंकेज में क्या हो सकता है, इट मे बी चांसेस दैट दिस डिस्टेंस कैन बी फार अवे और समहाउ हो सकता है कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ इट इज अ क्रोमोसोम, एक जीन यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट हो और एक जीन यहाँ प्रेजेंट हो, तो उनके बीच में क्या है, डिस्टेंस ज़्यादा है. अगर डिस्टेंस ज़्यादा है तो क्या होगा, लिंकेज प्रॉपर नहीं होगा. लिंकेज तब ज़्यादा होगा जब वो जीन क्या होंगे, क्लोजली एसोसिएटेड. इफ आई विल से लाइक दिस, अगर यहाँ पे ए जीन है, बी जीन यहाँ ना होके बी जीन इसी के पास हो, तो इनके बीच में लिंकिंग ज़्यादा होगी एज कम्पेयर टू if B will be here. अगर B यहाँ हो, अगर हम फिर A से कंपेयर करें, इनके बीच में डिस्टेंस अब क्या है, ज़्यादा है. डिस्टेंस ज़्यादा होने से क्या होगा, उनके बीच में लिंकेज भी कम होगा. सो वी कैन से दैट इन कंप्लीट लिंकेज व्हाट हैपेंस, देयर विल बी अ distance is more as compared to the complete linkage. Okay, now in case of complete linkage, another point is that in case of complete linkage there we are getting only parental genotypes. अगर हम इनकी जनरेशन देखें complete linkage की, what will happen, all the F1 which we are getting here, all the offspring, all the progeny which we are getting, they are resembling to the parent. ओके, हमें पेरेंटल जीनोटाइप्स ही मिलेंगे. देयर विल बी नो रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स. हम कह सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे 100% पेरेंटल जीनोटाइप एंड 0% रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स. ओके, बट नाउ इफ विल टॉक अबाउट द इनकम्प्लीट लिंकेज में, एज वी हैव टॉक्ड, बोथ आर प्रेजेंट अपार्ट और देयर मे बी चांसेस ऑफ सम क्रॉसिंग ओवर. इसमें क्या होगा, अगर ये दूर होंगे या फिर डिस्टेंस होगी, हो सकता है इनके बीच में क्या हो जाए, होमोलोगस क्रोमोसोम के नॉन सिस्टर क्रोमैटिड्स के बीच में क्या हो जाए, क्रॉसिंग ओवर हो सकती है. For example, if we can say there will be some character from this chromosome to from this chromosome as well as from this to this part. So here this incomplete linkage can also be of two types. If there will be more distance or there will be less distance. Okay. And commonly we are considering about this incomplete linkage. आज यहाँ पे बात किसकी करेंगे, incomplete linkage की ही बात करेंगे. Now there is this theory, as we have said, the law of independent assortment and linkage are somehow correlated in the previous one, in the that theory. But here what we are saying, what is the difference between these two? As we have said that this one will takes place in the dihybrid cross. And what is dihybrid cross? When we are considering two traits at a time. So what can be the two traits? A as well as another one is the B, and other form of A is small a and another form of B is small b. अगर हम लिंकेज की बात करेंगे, what we are having, हमारे पास क्या है, we are having two chromosomes. Okay, अगर हमारे पास एक कैरेक्टर this one governing by the A genotype and another one is the B1 governing by the B genotype, दोनों ही किस में प्रेजेंट रहेंगे, जब एक ही क्रोमोसोम में प्रेजेंट रहेंगे. Okay, and this part is a homologous chromosome. इसका alternative form is present in the another chromosome of that particular homologous part. Another character is B, which is present on the same chromosome. This condition is known as what? Linkage. But what is law of independent assortment? In law of independent assortment also we are having two characters or two traits. यहाँ पर भी हमारे पास क्या है, two traits. But the condition is that the first one, A, is present on the first chromosome and B is present on the another chromosome. So we can say that this is example of unlinked genes. इन genes के बीच में कोई भी linkage नहीं होगी, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं they will not show any linkage. Why? Because both the genes are present on the different chromosome. ये एक chromosome homologous और एक ये अलग, दोनों ही genes क्या है, अलग अलग है. Now other thing is that the consequence was the result of the linkage. अगर linkage की हम देखें, how the gamete formation takes place with the help of linkage. हमें पता है कि when we are going for the crossing of the parents, what is happening? Before that we are going for the gamete formation. So how many types of gametes will form here? Two types of gamete. Okay, what is it? AB and small ab. Why it is happening so? As we have said कि जहाँ A जाएगा वहीं B भी जाएगा. Why? क्योंकि दोनों क्या है, क्लोज रिलेटेड है, दोनों ही एक दूसरे से लिंक्ड है. So where this one will go, then this B will also go on that side only. Same thing, जहाँ पे small a जाएगा वहीं small b जाएगा. So as a result we are getting two types of gametes from the linkage. But if you recall the law of independent assortment, this thing is somehow different in case of this assortment. How? Because we said two genes are on the different chromosomes. So if we can get the different gamete also here, यहाँ पे क्या हो सकता है, हमें अलग अलग gametes मिल सकते हैं. और how many types of gametes we are getting here? 4 types of gametes. And we have done that. How gamete formation कैसे होती है? For example, if you are having this one, how you will form the gametes in the law of independent assortment? Like this, capital A, small a हमने ले लिया. Okay, then remaining capital B and small b we are taking like this, capital B, small b, capital B and small b. ऐसे हम बना रहे थे gametes. Now A B, then capital A, small b, then from here small a, capital B, from here small a, capital B. So you can see here how many gametes we were getting there in the law of independent assortment. 4 gametes. Same thing I have written here. Okay, so this is the difference between these two. That in linkage में क्या होता है, दोनों ही genes एक क्रोमोसोम में रहती है, इसलिए जहाँ पे पहला जीन जाएगा वहीं दूसरा जीन भी जाएगा. ओके, यहाँ पे दोनों ही अलग अलग क्रोमोसोम में प्रेजेंट रहते हैं. Now here we have done about the linkage. We will study more about the linkage, how the Mendel's work in the Drosophila, what are the character he took, and what can be the theory about this linkage. So let's start the another one. So now we will discuss the theory of linkage. So according to linkage, what happens that the linked genes linearly located on the same chromosome and get separated during the crossing over. So here what happens that the genes which are linked or which are closely associated or which are situated close to each other, what will happen, they will arrange linearly on the chromosome. इसका मतलब ये है कि दैट जो भी लिंक जीन्स यानी कि जो लिंक पास पास हैं वो क्रोमोसोम में कैसे अरेंज रहेंगे, लिनियरली अरेंज रहेंगे, बट दे गेट सेपरेटेड ड्यूरिंग द क्रॉसिंग ओवर. फॉर एग्जांपल, दिस इज द होमोलोगस क्रोमोसोम. इफ देयर विल बी अ क्रॉसिंग ओवर, देयर मे बी चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग क्रॉसिंग एंड मेकिंग द रिकॉम्बिनेंस. ओके. So another point is that strength of linkage is inversely proportional to the distance between the genes. This statement is very important. It means that कितना उनके बीच में क्या है, स्ट्रेंथ है. हाउ द दिस लिंकेज इज स्ट्रॉन्ग, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द जीन्स. एज आई हैव डिस्कस्ड दैट इफ इट इज अ क्रोमोसोम, ओके, if it is a chromosome, and what happens that if genes are located close to each other, सेम थिंग, अगर जीन्स क्या है पास होंगे तो उनके बीच में लिंकेज ज़्यादा होगी. ओके, सो वी कैन से दैट if linkage will be more when the distance will be less. Okay, here we are talking about the distance between the genes. अगर जीन्स के बीच में क्या होगी, डिस्टेंस ज़्यादा होगी तो उतना ही क्या होगा, लिंकेज कम होगा. So here we can say the linkage is inversely proportional to the distance between the genes. Genes के बीच में अगर distance ज़्यादा है तो linkage क्या होगा, कम strong होगा as compared to the अगर वो दोनों क्या होंगे, पास में होंगे. Another point is linkage group. What now question arises that what is linkage group? It means that how these genes are linked there and how they are located. How can you identify them? If I say all the genes which are located on one pair of homologous chromosome, we know that in every individual what happens that they are having diploid number of chromosome, and if we will take the one pair, okay, if we will take the haploid set of chromosome, it will say that it is a linkage group. लिंकेज ग्रुप क्या होगा कि हमारे पास क्या है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमन वी आर हैविंग 46 क्रोमोसोम, ओके, एंड इट इज व्हाट, इट इज 2n नंबर. कैसी है, डिप्लॉयड कंडीशन में. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द हैप्लॉइड number of chromosome, okay, if I will talk about the haploid set, what will be the haploid set, it will be the 23. Now these 23 are what, these 23 will form the 23 pairs of genes which are located on the homologous chromosome. ये 23 क्या होंगे, ये 23 एक क्रोमोसोम में, and in the homologous there will be another. When there will be fertilization, then there will be a fusion of this 23 from mother and 23 from the father, and we are getting the diploid one, that is 2n is equals to 46. For example, if I will say the pea plant and the Drosophila, okay, the pea plant was experimental sample taken by the Mendel and the Drosophila taken by the Morgan. If you will see the diploid number of chromosome, or we can say the number of chromosome in the pea plant, it is 14. Pea में कितने chromosome होता है, 14 chromosome, and we know that it is a diploid one. Again in the Drosophila, how many chromosomes are there? 8 chromosomes are there. So I written 8. Okay. Now if we talk about the haploid set of the chromosome, what will happen here? Haploid will be the 7 here, right? Here how many haploid set? 4. Just half. Now how many pairs we will get here? We will get 7 pairs. Why? Because we are having 7 haploid pair of chromosome. Same thing I have written here, haploid number of chromosome. Now how many linkage group it will form? It will form 7 linkage group. Okay, it means that 7 genes are present on these chromosome. And how you will calculate? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like this. Okay, it may be more in case of different organism. It may vary from species to species. Okay, so here we said that 7 linkage groups are present. Now if we talk about the Drosophila, 4 haploid number of chromosome, and again 4 pair, and here 4 pair. So we can say we are having 4 traits. If you recall your Mendel's theory, how many traits he took? He takes different types of character on the basis of what? On the basis of these linkage group. Okay, so here we have done about the theory of linkage, what was the reason behind it to give this linkage, and now what is recombination. After getting this linkage, as we have said, if these genes are linked together very compactly, there will be no chances of crossing over. If there will be no chances of crossing over, there will be no chances of making recombinants. Recombinants क्या होते हैं, जो पेरेंट से दिखने में अलग हो. Those are different from the parental genotype. These are the recombinants. So in the subsequent generation, we are getting some parental type and some are the recombinants. And when the genes are linked very tightly, there will be less chances of forming the recombinants. If the genes are located far, so what will happen, there will be more chances of getting the recombinants one. So same thing here, generation of non-parental gene combination by crossing over. Okay, so what is this crossing over? Crossing over is the exchange of corresponding parts between the chromatids of homologous chromosome. Now if I will say these are the chromosome, okay, and these are what, these whole denote the homologous chromosome first, and this one is its sister chromatids, and another one is also a sister chromatids of another one. Okay, so this, if it is a homologous chromosome and they are having different genes or genes which are located in these chromosome, इस chromosome में अगर हम denote करें genes, we are having 4 genes. We are just assuming if 4 genes are present, what will happen, A is very far with D. अगर आप A और D को देखोगे तो क्या है, ये genes दोनों बहुत दूर दूर हैं. If you will see here, A and B, they are somehow closely related. So we can say this crossing can take place from this side as well as from the middle one. We cannot, it's all depend upon the probability. So here if I will say that these are the homologous chromosome, and if they are closely or if they are not present located closely, what will happen, there would be chances of crossing over. अगर crossing over होगा तो क्या होगा, कुछ ये क्या होंगे, ये कुछ सारे के सारे पेरेंटल, ये भी पेरेंटल. अब रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स हमें कब मिलेंगे, जब इन दोनों के बीच में क्या होगी, क्रॉसिंग ओवर. एंड हाउ द क्रॉसिंग ओवर विल टेक प्लेस, व्हेन ड्यूरिंग द क्रॉसिंग ओवर देयर विल बी अ what, that there will be shifting of this gene here and this gene here. So we can say this capital B can come here as well as C can come here. Okay, like this, what will happen, there will be change in the whole chromosome, and due to change in this chromosome, there will be forming of more and more recombinants type. Fine. So this is all about the linkage and recombination. We will discuss more about this, that the characters taken by the Morgan and how we can go for the crosses and how we are getting different parental genotypes and recombinant genotypes. Okay, so here another scientist came, Alfred Stuyvesant. He was a student of what, Morgan. Okay, so what he gave, he worked upon these theory and gave the frequency of recombination. Okay, इन्होंने क्या दिया, frequency of recombination between gene pairs on the same chromosome. It means that if chromosome is same and more genes are present, how we can find the recombination frequency, किसकी frequency ज़्यादा है वो हमें कैसे पता चलेगा, on the basis of this method. So this method given by the Alfred, by which we can find out the frequency of the recombinants. And same thing, if they will be closely related, so what will happen, there will be less chances of getting or we can say there will be less chances or less frequency of recombination. If they will be far apart, what will happen, there will be more chances of, or we can say more frequency of recombination. Okay, so this statement given by him. Now on the basis of this thing, what he did, he can now today in this world we are going for the gene mapping और ह्यूमन जीनोम सीक्वेंसिंग. हमें किसी भी ह्यूमन की क्या कर रहे हैं, पूरे जीनोम की हम सीक्वेंसिंग कर दे रहे हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ व्हाट, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस क्रोमोसोमल थ्योरी. ओके, so now we will take example, and in this example we will come to know that how this all thing happening here. Okay, here we will understand that how the Morgan did his experiment by taking different characters in case of Drosophila. What he has taken female as well as male, and having the character what, having the character yellow as well as white, okay, brown and red. So out of them, which can be the dominant one? Okay, or we can say which one with the wild one. Wild one is the dominant one. So this character, that is brown body and red eye. Okay, here what, how many characters we have taken? Body color and color of the eye. If we will say about the body color, brown is the dominant one and the eye red will be the dominant one. Okay, and we have denoted with the wild one. In place of this one only you can write wild. For your understanding, I have written like this. So here, opposite to that, here I have written yellow white, which is the recessive one. So the female having the recessive part and the male having the dominant part. Okay. Now we have denoted with the Y, W, Y, W. And we know that in case of female, what type of chromosome is there? XX. While in case of male, there is a XY chromosome. So that's why we have denoted with the XX chromosome, and here we have denoted XY chromosome. Okay. Now when there will be cross between these two, what will happen? There will be production of F1 generation. So how this F1 generation will form? Before that, there will be gamete formation. What it is? Here I have to write gamete formation. So how many types of gamete will form? It can form 3 types of gametes. How? See, both are the same thing, yellow white, so known to write again and again. So that's why we have written only once, that is yellow white. From here we will get how many types of gamete? 1 type of gametes. Okay, and from the male, how many types of gametes we are having? We are having 2 types. How? This one is the X and second one is the Y. In the Y chromosome there is no gene. Okay, and in the X chromosome we are having the dominant gene, that is brown red. Okay, up to here. Now there will be crossing, and after crossing in F1 generation, what you will get? You will cross this yellow white with this brown red. Again you will cross this yellow white with this male gamete, that is Y chromosome. Okay, so when you will cross it, what will happen? Then same yellow, white and brown, red. But if you will see here in all, what will be the dominant one? Wild character will be the dominant one. So what it will show? Brown, red. Okay, and as both are the XX chromosome, so what it is denoting? It is denoting that it is a female daughter. Okay, or we can say female offspring, or the here we can say the female Drosophila. Now another can be the YW, which is coming from where? From the yellow white, and the second one is the Y chromosome. And we know that in the Y chromosome there is no gene. So what will be the phenotype? We can say yellow white. Okay. So now here we are getting X as well as Y. So what you will say? Now this one will become what? It will become male, and now it will become female. Okay, up to here. This is the F1 generation. In F2 generation, again what will happen? There will be more combination. So before that, again some parental type will form and some recombinants will form. Okay, so in F1 generation, if you will see here, then again gamete formation. How many types of gametes it can form? It can form 4 types of gametes. How? The first one is parental one. Okay, YW, and this one is also a parental type, Y plus W plus. And what is YW denoting? Yellow white, and this one is denoting brown red, or we can say wild type. Okay, along with this we are getting 2 recombinants here. Okay, how? Because if you will see here, this chromosome as well as this chromosome, if crossing will take place between these two, okay, because we are considering about the incomplete linkage. So what will happen? There will be some crossing between these two, and due to this crossing, this W plus can move here and this Y can move here. Okay, or we can say this W and this W may interchange their place during the crossing over. Okay, so now if you will see here, YW plus will come with this W, and this Y, instead of this W, it will go where? In this position. So how many recombinants? These 2 are the recombinants. Okay. Now in F2 generation, we are having 4 types of gametes, which we have written like this. all we have kept from here into the female part. And what can be the male gametes? We know that what is the male gamete here? This male gamete is YW and YW, and another one is the male Y chromosome in which there are no genes. Okay, when you will combine all these things, okay, as we have done in the dihybrid cross also in the Punnett square method, what is happening? We are getting YW with YW. So again we will get YW YW. Same thing we will do here also, YW YW plus and YW Y. Like this, if you will make all the patterns, okay, already we have done about it. So recall all these things. So when you will form all these combination, in this you will get some parental type and some recombinant type. If it would be the complete linkage, so there would be no recombinant formation, but there is some linkage, some incomplete linkages there, so there is possibility formation of recombinants. But here if you will see what he found, Morgan has found, that how many parental genotypes or parental offspring they are getting? 98.7%. But in case of this one, how many recombinants he concluded? 1.3%. ओके, अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है, सारे क्रॉसिंग के बाद कितने पेरेंटल टाइप मिले? ज़्यादा पेरेंटल टाइप मिले और कम रिकॉम्बिनेंट टाइप मिले. Okay, this shows that what it shows, it means that there may be tightly linked genes. Okay, हो सकता है कि ये जो जीन्स YW है वो क्या है, साथ साथ हैं. इसकी वजह से क्या हो गया है, उनके बीच में प्रॉपर या फिर क्रॉसिंग ओवर ज़्यादा नहीं हो पाई है. If there will be no crossing over of, or if there will be less crossing over, there will be less formation of recombinants. अगर क्या हुआ, जीन्स क्या दूर दूर थे और या फिर जीन पास पास थे, in this condition we are assuming that the genes are very close to each other, and due to this what, there will be no crossing over, and due to this no crossing over or less crossing over, we are getting less frequency of recombinant types. Okay. And now from this table you can see that these are the female one, or we can say daughter, or the female Drosophila, and here we are getting male Drosophila. Okay, so if you will see here, then 50% yellow white, brown red. Half of out of these 8 combination, 4 combination are of parental type, and these 4 combination are of recombinant type. Okay, so and if you will calculate the percentage, because he has calculated the percentage and we are getting that much percent. Along with this, he added crossover another one, that is the white miniature. This one is the again recessive, and again another one is the male, which is dominant one, which I have shown with the wild type. Okay, so now same thing we will follow here also. No change, only in place of these yellow white and brown red you are using white miniature and wild. Okay, here again we will form the gamete, and what type of gametes we are getting? 3 types of gametes, and out of these 3 we are getting F1 generation. In F1 generation again we are going for the F2 generation, and in F1 we are getting parental as well as recombinant type. Again, if you will make the combination for the F2, you will keep all the male at this side and female this side. So after crossing all these combination which we are getting here, so we are concluding that parental are 62.8%. Okay, and the recombinants we are getting 37.2%. So now from here what you can conclude? You can conclude that if the recombinants are getting increasing, okay, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, धीरे धीरे recombinants हमें यहाँ पे क्या थे, कम मिल रहे थे, यहाँ पे हमें क्या हो रहा है, recombinants हमें ज़्यादा मिल रहे हैं as compared to the first situation. And here parental we are getting more, and here we are getting less parental. Okay, so we can say that what is happening might be the genes which are located on the chromosome, they are somehow distant to each other as compared to the first condition. हो सकता है कि पहली कंडीशन से अगर हम कंपेयर करें दूसरी कंडीशन को, यहाँ पे जीन्स क्या है, जीन्स ज़्यादा दूर दूर लोकेटेड है, जिनकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है, हमें ज़्यादा रिकॉम्बिनेशन मिल रहा है. एंड वी नो दैट अगर ज़्यादा दूरी होगी जीन की तो क्या होंगे, क्रॉसिंग ओवर ज़्यादा होगी, एंड इफ मोर क्रॉसिंग ओवर देन वी विल गेट मोर रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स. Okay, so this is all about the experiment of Morgan, and here we have completed this topic, linkage and recombination. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.